Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury was born on August 22, 1920. Ray was born in Waukegan, Illinois. His mother was Swedish and he was the youngest of 3 sons. He attended Los Angeles High School but unfortunately didn't attend college. Ray writes fantasy, horror, science fiction, and mystery stories. Some of his most popular books would be Dystopian and Fahrenheit 451.
Quote 1. The sun burnt every day, it burnt time. Time was busy burning, the years and the people anyway, without any help from him, so if he burnt things with the firemen and the sun burnt time, that meant everything burnt. In this quote, Montag muses on the sun as he floats down the river. The meaning shows how Montag finally enjoys the leisure to think. Montag comes to the conclusion that since the sun will not stop burning, he and the firemen must stop burning.
Character analysis. Guy Montag. Montag is the main character of the protagonist in Fahrenheit 451. In the beginning, he takes pride in burning books, but later in the story, he realizes he is unhappy with his life and how he doesn't notice life's simple enjoyments. Guy returns to a loveless life and meaningless marriage each day. Clarice McClellan. Clarice McClellan is an abnormal 16-year-old girl. She loves the wonders of life and because of that is looked down upon her classmates. She is the spiritual leader in the novel. Unfortunately, she dies near the beginning of the book. This gives Montag some inspirational motivation while he is on his journey to find happiness. Mildred Montag is Guy Montag's wife. She is addicted to technology and has little personality. In this book, her only aspiration is the expansion of her telescreen display and to watch her shows. She is used symbolically as the opposite of Clarice McClellan. She hates books and put down people who have them, including her husband. Captain Beatty. Captain Beatty is the ruthless antagonist in this novel. He's the captain of the fire department. Like the mechanical hound, he sniffs out information such as dishonesty in his firemen. He uses several pieces of literature as a weapon against Montag. Montag eventually murders Beatty, but it turns out Beatty wanted to die. Professor Faber. Calling himself a terrible coward, Faber is the bloodless, white-haired academic professor that has the quality of belief in Professor Faber. Calling himself a terrible coward, Faber is the bloodless, white-haired academic professor that has the quality of belief in integrity of the individual and whom provides insight, allowing the hero to see a literature society that let himself slide into oppression.
Quote 2. So it was the hand that started it all. His hands had been infected. Soon it would be his arms. His hands were ravenous. This quote refers to Guy Montag's involuntary guilt after taking books from the old woman's house. The impact reflects Montag's strong sense of guilt and wrongdoing. The purpose shows that Montag blames his hands for the crimes, which become a powerful symbol to Montag's instincts of rebellion, will, and moral imperative. That was expensive.
Aww.
Technology. Seashells. Seashells are little headphones that play music and talk. These relate to iPods today. Stomach cameras. A stomach camera goes in and pumps out bad stuff and cleanses. This is much like dialysis today because that pumps out blood and cleans it and puts it right back in. Parlor walls. Parlor walls blast noise and colors without an evident plot. That resembles flat screens today. Ray Bradbury portrays the society as technology obsessed. The technology serves as a form to keep people uniformed and happy in the ignorant state. He shows how technology is bleak and also dangerous.
Quote 3. We must all be alike. Not everyone was born free and equal, as the Constitution says, but everyone made equal. A book is a loaded gun in the house next door. Burn it. Take the shot from the weapon. Breach man's mind. The meaning of this quote is that Beatty explains the ravenous history of firemen to Montag. The impact is that Beatty defends the desegregation of ethnicity and is willing to defend the equalization of society, and denounces the use of books as weapons. Faber wonders if Beatty chooses his job as a fireman because of loss of faith in books or have an illegal access to them. Purpose portrays that Beatty is the most complex character in the book.
The internal conflict. The internal conflict of Fahrenheit 451 is how Montag is dealing with himself being unhappy. His wife is addicted to technology, his job causes people pain and loss of their beloved treasures, and he has to keep his collection of books a secret from his wife, work, and friends. The conflict was never quite resolved. His wife walked out on him, he killed Beatty, his boss, but he got away with the books and is on the run to the open country to live with the outcasts. One of the external conflicts in Fahrenheit 451 is how Montag kills Beatty and is on the run from the police and another mechanical hound. The whole town is on the watch for Montag while he is injured and trying to escape. He resolves this conflict by diving into the river as it slowly takes him downstream and escapes the helicopters and hound. He goes into the country alone to find outcasts who focus on memorizing books and plans to stay with them. One of the themes trying to be set out is to stop, enjoy, and take advantage of the knowledge given to us. In the book, Ray explains how facts are just crammed into people's minds so fast that there is no time left to even wonder or think. Ray wants people to take in the information, think about it, then understand. Take into consideration that there is no set religion in this book. Ray adds an evidence that religion is important by quoting Revelations 22:2. He is trying to say to us that people shouldn't be able to tell other people what to believe.
The setting of Fahrenheit 451 is in and around an unspecified city. The book takes place in a future American city with an atmosphere of false happiness. A main setting is a firehouse. It's perpetual motion, the thing man wanted to invert but never did. It's a mystery. Its real beauty is that it destroys responsibility and consequences. Clean, quick, sure. Nothing to rot later. Antibiotic, aesthetic, practical. Beatty speaks these lines to Montag right before Montag burned him to death with a flamethrower. Beatty describes fire as beauty and fascination for people, also fire's ability to destroy consequences and responsibilities, which reflects a fitting description of their society. Impact: Montag turns Beatty's philosophy on him and burns him to death.
The End by Marisol Mirsky, Grant Palmer, Hallie Skelton, Christine Joyce, and Joey Bart.